I haven't. We're not going to listen. We're talking about this right now. You don't want to hear my dark path. All right. If you want to hear my dog path, you said you want to hear bad. You want to hear bad. All right, you want to hear bad paths?
Yeah. I want.
All right, come on.
I want to. Yeah.
Let's get in the car. All right, I want to show you where I grew up at. I didn't grow up at the beach.
No.
No. I'll show you the town.
At Sandy.
I'm going to tell you about Sandy. You know the history of Sandy?
No, I don't. I don't know anything about Sandy.
You don't know anything about Sandy?
Poor people live there. Yeah, no.
Poor people. That's right. The poor people live there, right?
Yeah, the poor people.
Not the beach dwellers like you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about Sandy. You know what Sandy used to be back in the day?
No.
It used to be a thriving city. Did you know that?
No, was that back in your day?
No.
Whenever you were born?
My parents' days. But ever since my parents moved there, their grandparents originally bought the house I'm about to show you. And that town where the lake is used to be a thriving lake. It was actually man-made, right? They used to have a little boat. You see the boathouse, the motels, and all that. You seen that?
No, Johnny. I don't spend time
I'll show you.
at Sandy.
I'll show you. It used to be like a lake city, like little water lakefront area. People had like go for vacation, good beaches, right to boats out for recreation. You know what happened?
What happened?
Everything died. It was a man-made lake, so they had to fish in there. So, you know, for recreation, everybody wanted to go fish. Here, I'll show you right now. All that. You see that?
Yeah.
This used to be a beautiful beach, just like the beach you grew up at, right?
Yeah.
Now look at it. Looks like
Yeah.
Yeah, it does, right? Well, once because this was used to, all that water that filled up this area was from a canal runoff. And then they blocked it off. And then once they blocked it off and had to fish, and they all died. And it polluted everything out here. And that's when Sandy died. So, you know, my parents, you know, were around about the time, you know, hold on. So my parents, you know, raised us here. And there was a time it was dying and everything went to shit, right? And that was about the time the meth came into the city. You know, you ever heard of meth?
No.
No? You never heard of meth?
No, never heard of it.
Never heard of meth, right? Okay.
No, never.
Well, it's kind of like crack, but way more addictive. And I'm about to pull up to my house right now. And then, so, this is the house right here that I grew up at. Where my father used to beat me and left me with my mother. And then my mom got hooked on meth.
Your mom?
Yeah.
No way.
You know, I had, you know, eating chicken noodle soup or whatever it is, you know, just to get by. And I told myself, I was like, I am never going into that situation again. So I have a shitty life, but I don't sit around and mope about it, because that's what brought me to be the man I am today. And that's why I don't talk about my past, is because that's what happened. Nobody wants to talk about their meth head mother and father who beats them and left them with the, you know, the babysitter who was underage. Like, who wants to tell that story? You know what I mean?
Everybody wants to hear that story, Johnny.
You're the only one that's going to hear that story, Olivia.